First thing you want to do, take some pliers, I'm gonna press it down. A connector that does 90 in the here. I'm gonna go over the PAUTIX COB lights. I have a project I'm working on. I'm gonna do the front of the house. I'm gonna put COB light, addressable LED lights underneath the eave of the front of the house. So here in this video, I'm gonna show you the connections or connectors I'm gonna use, the transformer, 500 watt transformers. And you can see the connectors here, and a Wi-Fi remote control. And also, also the 5 strips of COB PAUTIX brand LED lights. Now, these are 24 feet, 7.5 meters, and they're DC, 24 volts. And if you want to calculate how much watt you need, I have a link below to a spreadsheet that I use. And it's pretty simple how to calculate how much transformer you need. Sometimes you do need to inject power. For example, this strip here, guys, this strip right here, or this power strip, has 2 injection points. This is a 500 watts. So I'm gonna test it out to see if I can just run 1 strip through, but the company PAUTIX recommend running a power source injection every 10 meters. So again, that spreadsheet calculates all that for you guys. If you're interested in figuring out your project, it made it really easy for you. So let's get started, guys. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try hook it up with just one transformer all the way through all 5 strips to see if it can handle it. And this is going, I believe, with this, it needs almost with the 20% buffer. You gotta have 20% buffer, about 500 watts for 4 strips. So first we're gonna do 4 strips and we'll add the 5. This strip here, guys, is each cord is a 250 watt, but if you combine them together, they become 500 watts. You got these connectors here, you can buy them. These are the 3-pin connector, you can see, and they are 12 millimeter. And make sure when you buy the connectors, they go with the brand, the type connectors, because there's different sizes and different pins. Like this one has 3 pins, and some of them can go up to like 6 pin. So make sure you have the right pin, because you don't, they're not going to work with your lights. A remote control. This is a Wi-Fi controller. It's Wi-Fi built into it. So I'm going to go ahead and start installing this 24-foot COB LED strip lights here. First thing you want to do is you want to wipe this clean. Your eave where you're going to put it. Go ahead, wipe this down and let it dry a little bit. Give it a good wipe, because you want that 3M adhesive to stick to it, right? I decided to put up against this channel where the vents meet. So you can go up here because I didn't want to do the gutter. I want the light to reflect off the stone a little bit, off the wall, so it's good to have it right here. I know you can do up against here if you want. So these COB lights, guys, these COB lights LED strips, they have adhesive on it, a 3M adhesive. What's nice about it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it off a little bit at a time. See, 3M, so it sticks really well. So go ahead, wipe that down, which I already did. Let it dry. And I'm gonna give about an inch clearance. About an inch clearance, guys. Meaning, so that you don't want to do a 90 degrees, but you want to give a little bit split here. So about an inch to 2 inches, because the lights can be so bright, guys. So I'm gonna mark it about 2 inches. Here. So I just take a scissor and I cut it, guys. And then you gotta cut it. So you're not allowed to cut it. You see right here? You're not allowed to cut it where it shows you can cut. So right here, like anything where there's three lines, so you can cut it. So I cut where there, and I'm gonna run. You buy these, guys. These you can buy them with PAUTIX. They supply these, well, actually on their website. I'm gonna, since I'm going up, I'm gonna use this to connect to the next strip. So this is gonna be a continue. A connector here. So this is gonna go in like this, guys. You see the two, you have to go in the right direction here. Let me show you here. Let me show you guys here. So here, example, this is gonna go in like this. Slides in just like that, guys. Once it slides in, you clip it here. So to get this connector, you gotta cut this back a little bit and peel up the adhesive back. It's gonna show the cob light itself, and then see this 3-pin. You want a 2-pin. Goes with the 2 connector there, and you just slide underneath it. Make sure it's all in, and then you're gonna take some pliers. You're gonna press it down, okay? Press it down like that so it can see how it went flat. See, these two are high, that one's low, and that's what you want. Okay, just press it down like that gently, and it goes down. Okay, and then it locks it in place. You do the same thing with the other two. Make sure it's all the way in. And press it down. Okay, then you can push it down. Voila. So you guys can see here, this is, it's gonna do a 90 degree. So I got a connector that does a 90, and here I'm gonna stick in, peel it back. You see how I peel the top layer back, because this is an IP65 strip, so you got to pull adhesive. Let me see, zoom in, make it like, you get pull the adhesive. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, pull the adhesive back and pull this top layer protector back. Once you pull that back, you stick in there and then you clamp it. You slide it in there and then you just clamp it. Okay. Temporary hook up here. I got to transform up, and I got, and again, this is just temporary, just a test to see if I want the light where it's at, the strip. Yeah, I want it there. It's up on the eaves so it will reflect off the stone, and then also the side in here eventually. So that's why I want it out a little bit farther so it gets a little bit more reflection, but it could be too far. So I'm gonna turn on, and voila. And there it goes, guys. And let's see here. I know it's still a little bit too bright outside, but we're doing rainbow, meteor, stars, fire. Let's see. There it goes. Let's see, the strip's going all the way down. Yep, there it goes. And we'll have to wait till nighttime, but I just want to show you guys during the daytime what it looks like. Or not daytime, but it's about 7:30 right now, 8 o'clock. And when it gets a little bit dark, we'll test it out, see how it looks at nighttime. Now, I haven't hooked up this part yet because, you know, I just want to see what this looks like, and then tomorrow should be able to get the rest of this all the way to that end. And the next hard part, it's gonna be here, in that corner. So this one's already sealed. This is actually OEM seal, so I don't need to seal it. But here you can see there's a connector. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that silicone here on top of it. You wanna go underneath and cover the connectors. Damp towel, make sure, you know, your finger's a little bit wet so you can move it around, smooth that out. You kind of just go like that. Okay. Now you don't want to cover too much of the LED strip, right? Because you want the light to come through. And after a while, when it dries up, you can also kind of sand it down with really fine, like maybe like 120 grip sandpaper. Make it look nice and neat. So here, guys, I got a corner here. I put the silicone, clear coat silicone, and I applied it once, and if you need to apply it twice, you can. You can use sandpaper to sand it down to make it smooth, to blend it in. Now, I just went ahead and just kind of silicone every corner and every part where the COB LED strip where you had to connect it. I finally got the lights installed up in the Eaves here. I'm going to take you to a quick walkthrough here and show you how I did it here. So let me turn it on, guys. The IR remote is up there. So I got the transformer up there too. It's a 500 watt transformer that can supply about 2.5 strip. And I ran the wires through here, starts here, guys. But the transformer it's over there, so the wire actually runs through the gutter and it starts right there. I ran it on the side here, guys, all the way up, so it's really clean and neat. You see how clean that is? And you can't really tell. It's like a permanent light, COB LED addressable light. And this is a PAUTIX brand. They're actually from China, and their expertise is in strip lights, and these are addressable, so they're like top of the line, high tech, where you can individually, addressable means you can individually program each individual strip, and each strip is about 24 feet and has almost 5,000 lights, LED lights in them on each 24 strip. And you can see here, this is actually an IR Wi-Fi where you can set it up, and then also you can change it with just a press of a button. Okay, guys, and I'll demonstrate all that for you later in the video. You can see it with the drone shots and everything. But here, once I got there, guys, I just jump it up there, nice and clean, and start the next one. Now, the thing about these strip, guys, is when you cut them, that's the hardest thing about them. They're very sensitive, and you can buy these connectors, and I'll have them in the link, and also here's a picture of it. You can connect them. They're pretty easy again, but you get a one chance, and if you mess up, you're gonna have to cut a new strip. But they're pretty simple to use, but it takes a little bit practice. Here you can see I'm going all the way up, down, and here's a corner, guys. There's a corner over there, and then I cut corner. Again, you can buy these connect corners from PAUTIX. So they engineer them really simple, user friendly, and I haven't had really any issues with them. I have them for over a year in the pergola, and they last pretty long. Just make sure they're not in, they'll get them wet. But here you can see I jump down. I have another transformer here where I have to inject wattage, and because this is my second half, you can tell by turning just all white that you'll be able to tell where you need to inject power. So that's a little tip. If you want to know, or you can use a spreadsheet I have linked below. You can calculate the injection point. But see, once you get it in there, it goes down. You see another corner, guys. And again, this transformer, I ran the wires all the way up. You can't even see it. It's clean. That transformer is actually a 300 watt because it goes all the way down here, guys. And then all the way down, you can see I actually got another corner here. Another corner strip I cut, and then another corner strip, and then all the way down, and I waterproof them with some silicone at the end, guys. Even the middle of the connectors, you can see I silicone them to make them waterproof, to last a little bit longer. So yeah, guys, other than that, overall the project was it took me a couple days. Again, the hardest thing, guys, the hardest thing was connecting them, running the wires and using the connector. Make sure you cut them. I have extra DIY videos on that too, to show you guys how to do that. Again, very sensitive on cutting the strip. But while it's really bright, and then if it's too bright, your neighbor complain, you can actually control the brightness on the control pad. But yeah, I highly recommend the product, guy. Again, don't let it overwhelm you. It looks very hard because it's electric, but you're playing with DC voltage, so it's low voltage. And just make sure, like, your outlets, when you run it, let's say out from the outlet here, make sure the outlets have a 1500 watts, so you can run several transformers, not just like if you can only run one or two where you overpower and break the circuit breaker, right? But yeah, until next time, guys.